What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we're going to be taking a look at a couple more of these new battle cards coming out in Wave 2 of the Transformers TCG, Rise of the Combiners. And today we are looking at cards where you can play more than one. Now, to be fair, we have already looked at one of these. We already took a look at Focus Fire a little while ago, so that's not going to be the focus of this particular video. Focus Fire was the one that was revealed by Tabletop Gaming, still a magazine, incidentally, I wholeheartedly recommend. And you can essentially play one after another, and for each one you play, you get bold 1. You play 1, you get bold 1. 2, you get bold 3, 1 plus 2. And if you play all 3, you get bold 6. 1 for the first, 2 for the second, 3 for the third, which is just the most bold you can get. So that's all fun and good, and that's a lovely card, but we've seen that card, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to focus on a couple of cards, starting with Attack Drone. Attack Drone looks like fun. Now, it's got a white icon, meaning the first white you flip when attacking or defending, you get to flip 2 extra cards. If it's the first one, yay! If it's not the first one, meh. It's alright. Could be worse. And it's got a green icon, which means if you flip it while attacking or defending, as well as getting the extra 2 cards, you can, at the end of the battle, choose to discard a card from your hand and put it into your hand. So this has got a good set of icons here. It is an upgrade weapon that gives you +1 attack. +1 attack is good. Yeah, it's good. Even if you're playing a defensive deck, it's not too bad here. And here's the thing, right? When you put it on a character, you may play another attack drone. And up to 3 attack drones can fit in 1 weapon slot. So the +1 attack is actually fairly low. It's not that good. But it can become +3 attack. And ladies and gentlemen, +3 attack is frankly great. Really, really great. The thing is, you don't have to play them all in a row. So if we go back to Focus Fire here, if you just played 1 Focus Fire, you got bold 1. Well, Supercharge gives you bold 3. So that's not good. But if you played all 3 in a row, you got bold 6, which is phenomenal. It's like a double Supercharge. This does not have that same terror of must play them all together, must play them all together, must play them all together. You can just play them separately. So in the same way we saw from Cargo Trailer, the more you play, the better it gets. Now, it doesn't get as silly as Cargo Trailer, because 1 Cargo Trailer +1 attack, 2 Cargo Trailers +4 attack, 3 Cargo Trailers +9 attack. That, incidentally, is dumb good. Getting all 3 on is unlikely, but you can, ladies and gentlemen, you can. And the thing here is, now, you're just only getting the +3, but you can put them on as and when, like with Cargo Trailer. You can just attach them all as your upgrades for the turn on 3 separate turns. But that's not what you want. What you want here is to be upgrading all 3 of them in one go. That's how you get value out of this. This is a weak upgrade, but you do get to attach all 3 in one go. Now, we can do +3 attack with Energon Axe, but Energon Axe is only on damage characters. Now, it does give you PS2 as well, but it doesn't have the white icon, so we quite like this. And in Wave 1, the only other way to do it is Static Laser of Ironhide, and the thing about Static Laser of Ironhide is it gives you +3 attack, but you've got to take 2 damage counters to play it. That's, frankly, not ideal. So we love this if you can get them all going. Because the other thing is, this clears your hand. We have the rule in the Transformers TCG that you can attach 1 upgrade and play 1 action during your turn. What we really want to do here is play all of these and then keep drawing cards. So play something like Dinobot Snarl. Or maybe even better, Dinobot Sludge. Dinobot Sludge, when it attacks, if you've got fewer cards in hand than your opponent, you get to draw 2 cards. So if you can just play a whole bunch of cards, then keep drawing cards, you'll run through your deck a bit quicker. Maybe you've got something like Autobot Cosmos, where you really want to run through your deck quickly, so that when you reshuffle your deck while attacking, you KO a defender with 12 stars or fewer. This can help you to run through your deck in a way that most other decks and other cards, frankly, don't allow you to do so. Of course, the other thing it might do is just, yay, I played all 3 of my upgrades in one go. Cool. You need to have a little bit of draw power here, otherwise you're just getting the cards out of your hand. I like the +3 attack, but it's hard to pull off. But if you can get the +3 attack while also emptying out your hand so you can draw more cards and run through your deck a little bit more quickly, I quite like it. The green icon means it's going to be easier to find so you can pull the combo off. But I'm not 100% sure how many people are going to play this, because this is not an easy card to get rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Having said that, you still got the white icon, so it's rarely going to be an absolute disaster. The other one we can have a look at is the wonderfully named and Doctor Who-inducing Sonic Scramble. Sonic Scramble is a lovely little action card. It has again got a green icon, but you would expect that. Because cards where you have to play multiples in one turn, the chances are you're not going to draw into them. Remember that you draw one card normally during your turn, and then you flip at least 2 while attacking and at least 2 while defending. It is way more likely that a card will be scrapped attacking or defending than you will draw it unless you're playing some really funky draw engine. So it's actually really nice to have the green icon on these cards where you need to play multiples. What does Sonic Scramble do? Your opponent chooses a card from their hand and scraps it. If it is the 3rd Sonic Scramble you've played this turn, draw 3 cards. And of course, when you play one, you can play another. Now this, I think, has so much more potential than the other one did. Because this allows you, first of all, to wreck your opponent's hand, and secondly, as a really good draw engine. And whether it's the wreck in the hand or the draw engine, this essentially represents an upgrade on the alternatives. So we looked at straight draw the other day, and my conclusion was that the best straight draw we've got is Universal Network Access. It lets you draw 3 cards. Surely there's got to be a catch here. Well, there absolutely is. It's a star card. It costs a star. If you don't want to play a star and you just want pure draw, your best option is Pep Talk, which lets you draw 2 cards. That's not good enough. This lets you draw 3. But it's also a hand-wrecking card. Now, this is not System Reboot. This is absolutely not System Reboot. System Reboot, both players scrap the hand and draw 4 cards. Great for scrapping cards from your opponent's hand, but you still give them 4 cards. And you've got to scrap your hand to do this as well. Whereas if we're playing Sonic Scramble, you can wreck their hand and leave them with 0 cards in hand. Bearing in mind, you start with a hand of 3 cards. During your turn, you draw 1 and hopefully play 2. Now, there's going to be some other drawing in and around there, but this is a game that's played with smaller hand sizes than a lot of trading card games. So discarding 3 from your opponent's hand could absolutely leave your opponent with 0 cards in hand. You know what's good about having 0 cards in hand? To be fair, if you're playing Dinobot Snarl, you get to draw 2. But outside of that, basically nothing. And then you get a draw effect, which is as good as a star card. And look, it's fairly unlikely on all counts, but there are a couple of crazy good combos you can do here. Computer Sabotage, your opponent chooses 3 cards from their hand and scraps the rest. Now, you'd need something like a Brainstorm in order to play a second action, or maybe even the new Common Bumblebee. Incidentally, right, I am in love with the new Common Bumblebee, just popping that out there, which lets you play an extra action. So what we can essentially do here is play a Brainstorm or Bumblebee. Play Computer Sabotage to put your opponent down to 3 cards in hand, then play 3 Sonic Scramble, and your opponent is just in top deck mode. Or maybe instead here, you play Security Checkpoint. Incidentally, double blue icon means that in any defending deck, that's a great card to play anyway. Both players scrap all upgrades from their hand, and then you play this to wreck your opponent's hand. This can be a lot of fun. Again, it's not really a great card in and of itself. Playing 1, your opponent scraps 1 card from their hand. I mean, look, you can do that with Rapid Ascent. And the fact of the matter is, it is your opponent's choice as to which one they scrap here. And Rapid Ascent does other things. It's an upgrade. Gives you +1 defense. Now, to be fair, it can only be put on ranged characters. But my point is, we've got other options. But if you can play 3 of these, especially if you can combine it with some other disruption, and then draw 3 cards as well, this becomes an over-the-top phenomenal card. Attack Drone, I am a little bit reticent as to whether it will work. Although, incidentally, we have had a ruling you can move all 3 of those over to a combiner, like Volcanicus, in one go. You don't treat them essentially as 3 separate. You treat them as 3 that are the same. They're one thing when they're attached. But I think Sonic Scramble, in the right deck, really does have a lot of potential. But I would very much like to know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. So please do let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. But please do remember the rule, ladies and gentlemen. Be nice, would you? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk Transformers and other games. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.